right, everybody, welcome back to another Legacy video here on Magic Online. My name is the Semiotician, and today we are going to learn how to play a new deck. We've got some play points to burn, and I have been wanting to learn how to play Ad Nauseam Tendrils and the Epic Storm. I do not have Mox Opals on Magic Online, and I do not intend to pick them up, which means that we are stuck with Ad Nauseam Tendrils. But I think I prefer Ant over the Epic Storm. At least, I don't know, just when I look at the two decks, I really like the way that the Ant deck looks. This one in particular, I scooped this from a Buffalo Chicken Dip result, the most recent Buffalo Chicken Dip tournament that I guess was in the US's of A's. Had this deck in the top 8. And I looked at it and was like, this looks sweet. I love like Sans White 4-color combo decks. I think Veil of Summer is very good in the format right now. And so I kind of love to see Veil of Summer in the deck, especially with all of these blue-black tempo decks running around. I love to see 4 Thoughtseizes, 2 Duresses. We've got Burning Wish and Infernal Tutor as our kind of payoffs. We've got 8 rituals in the form of Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, and then 8 artifacts in the form of LED and Lotus Petal for our mana. And then we also have Past in Flames, Tendrils of Agony, and Ad Nauseam as other payoffs. Tendrils is the win condition, of course. Now, I just have to say, right, I have never played a league with Storm before in my life. I've played quite a bit of Storm in Vintage Cube, but those Storm decks are usually a little bit different than Legacy, and the kinds of matchups that you fight against in a Vintage Cube when playing Storm aren't always like hyper-tuned decks, right? So I like to think that I'm decent at drafting a Storm deck in Vintage Cube, decent at playing a Storm deck in Vintage Cube, but I'm not sure how much of that will translate over to Legacy here. And so this could be a complete disaster just off the bat, but this is something that I've been wanting to try out and play, just because I think this deck is it's historically one of the coolest decks in the Legacy format, and I think it's about time that we do this. I think another reason to do this is that we then, or at least I will then, start to understand more how Storm decks work. And that might become important for this channel's narrative down the road, when it might come to me trying things like Mind Killer Doomsday or that Ad Nauseam Tendrils Doomsday deck, which I think would be a natural transition from this one. But I thought before we get too crazy blending strategies, let's just take Ant for a spin and see how it goes. A lot of this is probably just going to be me counting mana spells rather than taking game actions, but I hope that's interesting. I really want to approach this as a learning experience without the expectations of doing well. And the other thing that I just do not know how to do in this deck at all is sideboard with it. And so you can expect to see me make a lot of probably silly sideboarding choices in this video as well. And if anyone out there is a Storm expert that has any insight on what kinds of things that you can cut, obviously cutting Veil of Summer against a non-blue deck to bring in some Abrupt Decays or something to kill Chalice of the Void, that seems pretty straightforward to me. But when it comes to trimming mana payoffs, things like that, is that something you ever do? Do you just very minimally sideboard with the deck? Things like that. I don't know what the correct answers are. You'll also notice that it looks like on paper we're just a complete dog to oops all spells. I watched Brian Cook's most recent video of the Epic Storm. They were conceding to just playing Leyline of the Voids as a way to have something to say about the Oops All Spells matchup, but Oops All Spells is a better combo deck and it's a faster combo deck. And not having really, when I'm looking at this, I don't really see anything that seems particularly good to me against Oops All Spells in the sideboard. And so if we lose the die roll and don't get to Thoughtseize them on turn 1 or whatever it may be, I just think that's going to be very, very bad for us. Also, the whole metagame is kind of geared toward having all of these powerful graveyard removal spells. So playing Ad Nauseam Tendrils where you want to Past in Flames for a lot of the lines to get the 10 spells for tendrils seems rather sketchy in the current metagame. But despite all that, and knowing that in a way the cards are stacked against us, knowing that it's, a Sunday afternoon, we've missed the legacy challenge because I was working again in the morning. So like, obviously, let's just take this ad nauseum tendrils deck for a spin. Again, don't know, like probably don't have to be playing green, but I kind of like this list because it's playing green, and this wear down card also seems cool. Boseiju is another card that I wouldn't mind having access to, but I just like, in a way, I'm uncertain. It's like maybe there's creatures like Thalia and other things we'd rather be decaying, and turning these like decays into Boseijus is just like not the best idea. But Boseiju does kill. You know what? I might go for a 1-to-1 split here. Again, I'm like making changes to a deck that I just don't understand. But how do you spell Boseiju? Yeah, that's it. I'm making changes to a deck that I have yet to play and don't understand, which might not be advisable. But in some of my research, I have seen other Storm decks like the Epic Storm playing Boseiju, and I've generally enjoyed Boseiju in my like Bug Doomsday decks. So yeah, we're gonna branch out, expand our combo horizons to try to explore the format a little more, but also just to have fun. Like it's not too often you get to jam some like, circa many, like almost a decade ago legacy deck like ad nauseum tendrils. So let's just set 100 play points on fire, um, and hopefully learn something while doing it. I feel like I haven't played against Oops on Magic Online in a while. This is going to be the league, right, where we just get paired against Oops like 4 times in a row and just lose, and it won't be exciting. And I guess if that's the case, you won't even be hearing this video. Potentially spoilers alert, I guess, if you want to draw an inference. Vendilion misclick. I've been Vendilion misclicking since like 2012. Nah, it's a lie. I've been Vendilion misclicking since like 2015. Jesus Christ. And here I'm like just wanting to put like a DRC or a Dark Ritual Doomsday on the stack, and now I have to like look at this and parse whether this is something we want to be doing. This hand's got 2 payoffs. It folds to a Wasteland. It doesn't really have a lot of mana, but it does have quite a bit of selection to kind of find the things that we're looking for. Now, I mean, we're on the draw here as well. I know you're not really supposed to mulligan with this deck, but I think like if this wasn't a Surveil land, I would be more inclined to keep it. I think I mulligan. I'm way out of my depth here. We've got a Thoughtseize though, and a Ponder. We've got an Infernal Tutor. It's just the Wasteland that we're really, really worried about. This seems a little too slow for Legacy standards though. God damn. We're gonna keep this one. We've got Veil, which we might need. Ponder seems excellent. Can we just bin a payoff here? Which payoff would be better to bin? Both kind of lead in the same direction. I think I might put the Burning Wish on the bottom and keep the Infernal Tutor. All right. I don't know if that's right or not. My reasoning for that is maybe poor, but I feel like it's like if we're going to get wastelanded a lot, having a black one seems good to me. A black tutor, that is. Flooded Strand, okay. So far this decision is good because there's like a world where we were just supposed to get rid of that, right? Is this Cutter? We're just going to get cut into the dirt here. Oh no. I'm jealous already. What am I doing? What am I doing? I want to be doing this. This is so much fun. As you know, I've been enjoying my cutters recently. Okay. So now I have to throw this volcanic island into the face of a wasteland, which seems terrible. But also, like, we need mana pronto. Mana and a green land, I guess. Oh my god. Well, there's a piece of mana. We pass. We can take some hits here, right? Like, we really only have counter magic and wastelands to worry about, and then like a fast clock, which they are in the process of assembling here. They have now Mishra's bobbled us, so it's possible. I really don't want them to know that we're playing Storm. Like, I really hope that whatever's on top is like a non-Storm card. Brainstorm. They're looking to go Delirious here, but they are one card type short, so they're going to need a sorcery or a creature, which is the choke points of Delirium in the deck in my experience. Let's see if they've got that Ponder. No, no Ponder or Preordain. Passing with mana up, attacking for 1. All right, let's see if they know what we're up to or not. They do know that we're up to no good. We can get Past in Flames here, I think, but that seems rather terrible. The Lotus Petal's nice. What if I just Infernal Tutor here for a Lion's Eye Diamond? I kind of don't mind that. And if they want a Daze, like, I guess that's fine. Or am I supposed to play around the Daze by playing out a Petal? God damn, Magic's hard. Okay, we'll get an LED. Let's pass. We will get an LED and pass. They're going to go for a Thundy. A Thundering Falls here in the end step. Yep. Falls View Casino. So next turn, even through a Wasteland, I think, but perhaps not through a Wasteland, a Daze, and a Force, we can go for something. Some kind of something, I think. Or I bloody well hope we can. They are pondering for the juice here. They haven't made their land drop. They've kept a card on top. That cannot be a good sign. Something tells me this Veil of Summer is just not going to hold. But we shall see. There's the Wasteland. So that complicates things if they have like Daze plus Force now. If they have Daze plus Force, that's not as good for us. Duress. I'm kind of here for a Duress, actually. Double Force. So I take a Force of Will. And then I have to pass. Did they have a Wasteland in their hands? They did not have a Wasteland. This ad nauseum's getting worse, though. Worse and worse by the second. So, okay, we're not getting wasted here. That's like really, really good for us. Here comes a DRC putting me to 13. Ah, man, is an ad naus from 13 even good? And there they're jamming the Murktide. Okay, we need like something nice here. Petal isn't bad. Veil. Oh, I can peer into the abyss here. Am I supposed to peer into the abyss? Storm count 4. Force of Will. Pitching Preordain. They've got one more card left in their deck. I haven't made a land drop this turn. I think I can peer. Unless they have like, I don't know, exactly Daze. Or can we chain Infernal Tutors here? Storm count 5. Storm count 6. Infernal Tutor, Storm count 7. I think we're one short of doing that. What are they like? Our opponent seems to be encountering some kind of bug here, but this lets us this lets us think a little bit harder about what the fuck we want to do. So like, what are the options, right? Storm counts 5. We can go Infernal Tutor into Ad Nauseam, but we're at 13 life. That plays around. Okay. Surveilling Unholy Heat into the bin. I think I'm just going to go for the Pier here. Hold control. Cast Infernal Tutor. Oh no, this is what am I saying? I can't get something from from my sideboard here. Oh my god, you guys are probably laughing at me like I'm a freaking nut job, right? So let's go like this. I guess this has to be. Does this have to be an ad nause now? Do we just have to ad nause? So storm count 6. Get Past in Flames. Yeah, we can't. We can't Past in Flames here because no like dark rituals were used. Infernal Tutor for Infernal Tutor. Storm count 7. 8. That's 16. That's not gonna do it. So I mean, tell me if I'm crazy. We could get Burning Wish for 7 mana, and then have 5 mana left. I'm just gonna go for the Nause here. I'm gonna go for the Nause and hope that this is fine. Dark Ritual, not bad. Raucous Theater, Bloodstained Mire, Burning Wish. Okay, this is boding decently well for us, I think. We can go again. I think we can go again. Now, if they have Lightning Bolt, we might want to stop going here. 7. These Dark Rituals put us to 5 black mana. That should be good, right? Do you want to repeat this process? No. Play a land. Fetch. Bayou. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Tap this for red. Cast Burning Wish. Just to apologize to our opponent for being slow pokes. Then, I mean, that was a pretty sweet win, right? We got the tendies. We somehow managed to get through Delver. What does Delver have against us? They might have. Delver will have maybe Grafdigger's Cages and some blasts. Do we want Flusterstorm against Delver, or is that like not really what we're supposed to be doing here? We could bring in even just like a Boseiju. It hits Grafdigger's Cage and is also like just a green land that can play a Veil of Summer. And then I could see wanting Flusterinos here. But if we were flustering, Empty the Warrens is historically decent against Delver as well. I remember losing to a bunch of goblins in the past. What would we want? Like, this is 3 cards, and this is where I'm like looking, and I'm just like, what in the 7 kingdoms am I to do? Are Flusterstorms like even better than just discarding our opponent? Maybe we can cut like 1 Cabal Ritual, cut like a Burning Wish. Like, I really don't know. I should have researched this more. Maybe Thoughtseize pressuring our life total against Delver is like not the best. I'll board in 1 Flusterstorm and 1 Boseiju who endures. I don't know if this is ridiculous. Again, like I really just don't know. Like I just don't understand, right? Like what we're supposed to be doing. This hand is interesting. I think we'll keep it. I think we're going to keep this one. DRC's in. Okay. We'll play out the Bloodstained and pass. Hopefully we've got a little bit of time here. A little bit of time. Quarry Steelcutter to the bin. Oh, they might be able to go Delirious here. Flooded Strand. Okay. We're obviously looking for like a discard spell, which I believe I boarded one out, which just seems stupid to me now. Like, why would I do that? Seems like one of the best things we could have against them. I guess we replaced it with an interactive piece. It's possible that Boseiju is just supposed to be another Flusterstorm. Ponderino. Mm-hmm. Because, yeah, we do have to worry about consign to memory against this opponent now as well, I guess. I thought my days of worrying about consign were done. I spent so much time worrying about consign. Haven't we all? Yeah, they pondered. They shuffled off their ponder, so that's a good sign. Now, here's the question, right? Like, I want to surveil here. I think I'm going to take it. The Wasteland, though, like, that can be bad. But I think we're going to Raucous Theater here. Petal. Actually, don't think I mind a petal. Let's play Infernal Tutor. Grab a Dark Ritual. And then I think I'm just going to pass one more time here. And then maybe next turn we can get them with like a bunch of Dark Rituals into like an Infernal Tutor. And then maybe they counter the Infernal Tutor, then the Burning Wish resolves. We'll see. This Quarry Seal Cutter deck, though, I've been playing it a lot, and I've been like testing it just kind of against Storm at home a little bit, and I've noticed that it's not that as good at beating combo decks when it doesn't have Thought Seizes and whatnot in it, like the blue-black tempo decks. So I'm hoping they're representing like Consign and Fluster. Ponder's not too shabby. Oof. But if they like cut into Bolt or something next turn, that can be so bad. I kind of think we have to Ponder here to start things off. So let's do that. I think I'll just get Volk. Like I actually don't know what I'm supposed to get, but it's getting tapped anyways, so I don't know that it matters. Okay. I think we any order shuffle on that. There's a Duress, so that's like having a Duress there is very good. I don't know where this leads, but I want to take action now. Let's see if they've got double force. Single force and a brainstorm. Okay. Go ritual. Burning Wish. Use Burning Wish's ability. Yes. Oh, this is so risque, isn't it? Okay, so now if I get Duress, I go to 5 mana. And that's 1 mana less than where we want to be. If I get Duress, that's 1 mana, like... We needed 1 more mana for the second Duress, so we're going to have to hope their Brainstorm whiffs. But they've got a double Surveil, so maybe I wasn't supposed to pull for the punches here. I was hoping they were going to act in response to this Burning Wish, but that was not the case. It Tendrils here, put it onto the stack, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. Peer into the Abyss doesn't work. Do we just go for Pass in Flames and hope that the Brainstorm whiffs? What about Goblins? This seems so risky. What if I put Tendrils into hand, cast Infernal Tutor, 7. Oh no, this doesn't work. Ah, damn it. Damn it. What am I doing? Oh no. Now I have to hit them with his Tendrils. Oh, this is embarrassing. I think maybe I'm just supposed to go for the Pass in Flames, or maybe just not do anything at all. This is going to gain us some number of life back. I think I'm just going to keep this in hand. I'm just going to burn off the mana. So yeah, I guess I was worried about them just slam dunking into another force. But now we're in like a very bad spot. Oh my gosh. I feel like we played the first game pretty well, and now we're I'm so out of my depth. There's just so many things they could have hit there, like surgical extraction, force of will, force of negation. The correct line was probably just not to go for it at all. So yeah, here comes the flurry of wastelands and the cutter and the bauble to trigger the cutter. Well, we probably were actually dead if we passed anyways. Wasn't I at 7? I can't remember. I think I was at 7 though. And so yeah, here's an attack for 8. Do I go for it here? Did I just luck sack myself into victory? I think Cabal Ritual, Infernal Tutor, Tendrils of Agony. Did we just got there? Okay. I'm sorry, opponent. I didn't mean to make it. Yeah, I mean, I got really lucky. What just happened? I'm so dumb, and then we just win anyways. Okay. Okay, we are 1-0 with Ant. Let's go. What is existence? What actually is existence? All right, we're back now. We're back now. I need to get a coffee. Another coffee, I should say. Just to, stimulate my counting. This is a name I see on the deck dumps frequently, but I do not remember what they play. A couple of burning wishes here. I thought sees a brainstorm. I think I'll keep this hand. Could be bad. Could be good. The mana's a little bad, a little frisky. The opponent's leading on a turn 1 ponder. All right. They can ponder. Okay. Draw for turn. Lands, please. Oh. Now, do we fire our Thoughtseizes immediately? I think I'm going to. Oh, Jesus Christ. Double Force of Will. Inquisition of Kozilek. Do I just take the Inquisition and we have to fight through the forces later? I think I'm just going to take the Inquisition from them. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that is what we shall do. I don't want them to know what we're playing. That's my reasoning there. And they can take like a card out. Like we could have played out Lion's Eye Diamond, played out Lotus Petal, passed, and then the Inquisition probably our Brainstorm. But by taking Inquisition, they don't get to like poke at our hand. No, fuck my life. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Now they know what we're up to. The cat's out of the bag, and now they can like play the game accordingly. Right now we don't have our Brainstorm. I think I'm gonna go for a basic island here. I'm gonna jam Infernal Tutor. I'm gonna pick up another copy of LED. We'll just get that into the hands, pass the turn, and see where we can go from there. They just been ripping everything that they need. Thoughtseize into land, into stock up. Yeah, see, this is like, maybe I should have taken stock up with my fucking Thoughtseize, but like, I don't know. This is bonkers for our opponent. But we still got time. They don't have a clock, right? So we can just, you know, we need to draw like all 3 Veil of Summers, some green mana, some other things. Maybe I'm supposed to be fetching a little more aggressively in my mana base too. Like this deck might not be playing Wasteland. I guess at the time I was thinking maybe like sorry, I just got distracted with the text message. I do not remember what I was saying. All right, we'll go to our turn. They have stocked up. We get a land. Burning Wish can get us a Duress, but I think I'm going to take a Surveil, actually. I think I'm just going to take a Surveil. Snapcaster Mage. So this is just good old Esper controls. Sure. Taking Burning Wish. Okay. So that... Oof. Blue, black... Do you want green or red? We probably get the Raucous Theater here. Badlands to bin. There's a Duress. Hit him with a Duress. It's probably just force. Take force, pass. Attack for 2. Fairy Time Raveler. We don't care about that one given we're not playing Beseech the Mirror. I don't think we care about it. Bouncing Snapcaster Mage for another Thoughtseize. Interesting. Come on, deck. That qualifies. Duress you. What are they doing here? What tricks do they have up their sleeve? Brainstorm. That's a pretty good one. I think we have a Peer into the Abyss here. We'll take Force of Will. Lion's Eye Diamond. Lion's Eye Diamond. Lotus Petal. Is it just Peer into the Abyss? Lion's Eye Diamond, Lotus Petal. Burning Wish Storm counts 6. We can't just grab Tendrils here and kill them. Is there a definite win? Hold control. Cast Burning Wish. Go black. Blue. Black, blue. Go to our sideboard. Storm count is 6. Use Burning Wish's ability. Yes. If we take Past in Flames, we have to like cast it, so that's not good. Let's just Peer here, I think. And hopefully, like, we haven't made a land drop yet, so this should get us to where we need to be. They can't Bowmaster us here in response to the Peer either. That'll do it. Black. Whoops. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Tendrils you? All right. Snuck one off on Esper there. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. The double Duress, huh? Okay. So now we have to worry about a whole bunch of things. A whole bunch of things. Like Deafening Silence. And just like counter magic. Consign to Memory. Null Rod. Like there's so many cards to worry about here, right? I think I want these 4 cards. But again, is Flusterstorm? It's so reactive. What is Flusterstorm for? Combo mirrors? I mean, I certainly like it there, but it's really good at hitting like a stock up. But like what? I just do not understand what I'm supposed to cut. I really don't. Like maybe we can cut like a couple of ponders. Maybe that's like insane because those are our card selection spells. But like I can see that. I can see maybe cutting a Cabal Writ and maybe one Burning Wish. We just like load up on these sorts of things. I'll give this a shot. Not convinced it's the correct course of action, but I kind of want all the interaction against this control deck, right? Discard seems excellent. Veil seems excellent. I think they could have permanent based hate pieces, so having Boseiju Abrupt Decay seems excellent. It's like, are these Flusterstorms actually good, right? Like, because they kind of require us to be reactive, but we can protect our hand against discard, which is another way they're going to fight us with the Fluster 2. This hand certainly has some things in it. I think I'm going to keep. It doesn't have any protection, which is like really bad, obviously, for a game 2 scenario. I'd rather have a hand like this in game 1. Like, we're going to get Thought Seized here. Of course, they're going to take the Burning, the Infernal Tutor. And then we're going to sit back into like this surveilling game. Draw another LED. I'm going to play this out. We can grab a Raucous Theater in our opponent's end step, but now like Ponder's a great draw, right? And we have 2 of them in our sideboard. So I imagine most of the games we lose will be because I don't know how to sideboard, like in games 2 and 3. Tamiyo's a good one because when it comes to rebuying that Thoughtseize, let's grab a Raucous here to make a Raucous Theater. The theater's in. It's another LED. I don't think we need this one, but that'd be so fucking funny if they just surgical my LED now. I'm aware that that can happen. Okay, that ain't a bad chestnut, and I am stupid. I thought I clicked the Tropical Island. I got a little frisky here. Let's hope they don't Thoughtseize us again. Like Snapcaster Thoughtseize would be the most embarrassing thing ever. I'm just misclicking my way. I am the Vendilion misclick. Didn't I tell you before? I said I was the Vendilion misclick. This seems sweet, right? If we can hit a piece of gas, like that Infernal Tutor that got Thoughtseize. Yeah, fuck me, man. I'm so dumb. Don't deserve to win this match. So yeah, we could have like replaced the Veil there. This is just pathetic. Yeah, go ahead. All the mana in the world, nothing to do with it. Is this now the Thoughtseize? Are they stocking up here? Oh, it's a Kaito. Sure. Yeah. Seems pretty good. Seems a pretty good business. Well, we're going to be dead very soon here to this Kaito. Seems our opponent is in the business of... Do they have second Kaito? Getting in for some damage here. I guess they wanted to increase the clock. That makes sense. Come on, deck. Brainstorm me. Thoughtseize isn't bad. I don't think we're going to deploy it here, though. Did I board out a Burning Wish? I did board out a Burning Wish. Orcish Brewmasters. Pretty good. Orcish Brewmasters. Wow, they're just pumping the ninja. They're not even surveilling. They must have an insurmountable amount of like just 4 really good cards. So we have to draw business right here, and it can't be a brainstorm. It has to be the business. Drawing a card off the clue is interesting. Drawing a card off the clue. Okay. Tapping themselves down like that's really fascinating to me because we're just dead anyways. But maybe they're in such a good spot. Come on, pay off. Okay, well, let's glean some information from our opponent. Let's see how dead we were this whole time. Yeah, that's a lot of gas. I shouldn't have thrown away that Veil of Summer like that. That was pretty crazy. I don't think we can cut this Burning Wish. Oh man, maybe I cut one of the flusters and go in like this. Abrupt Decay could be so bad, but there's a couple silver bullets they could have in their Esper control deck, right? I'm gonna keep this. It's not the best hand. There's a couple of brainstorms that can be helpful. A couple ways to play this. I think I'm gonna Thoughtseize my opponent just to get a sense of like the sorts of things we should be looking for with these brainstorms. But we're pretty far from doing anything here. Force of Will, pitch Murktide Regent. Okay. Aggression. I think they have like a Deafening Silence then. I bet they're going to jam a Deafening Silence. Tameo, sure. Yeah. Just did not want me to see their hand. Another Duress there is fantastic. They're hiding something. Let's see what it is. They don't have anything. Take to Fairy. Man, but now they have this Bowmaster that I feel like I have to to brainstorm now. Put Brainstorm on top of the deck. Pass the turn. That was a super aggressive force on the Thoughtseize. But they just didn't want me to know that they didn't have anything, I guess. This Bowman. Oh, they're going for Thoughtseize over Bowmasters. Okay. I guess they take a dark right here. Okay. I guess I'm going to brainstorm again while we can. Jesus Christ. What is happening? We definitely don't want the Bayou. Okay, let's just say we go Dark Ritual. Petal is 4, which would let us cast Past in Flames and then go Dark Ritual, Dark Ritual. Put Past in Flames on top. Okay, we're going to pass again. Oh, we kind of have to be close here, right? Is there any world where we're close here? Okay, we got to hope they take Burning Wish here. We got to hope they take Burning Wish here. Yep. Okay. Now we'll draw Past in Flames. I don't know if this works. I suspect it doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we even have enough mana to go all the way up here? Dark Ritual to 3. I play Lotus Petal. Dark Ritual. This is not quite enough, is it? Damn, this is one short. Is this one short? Is this one? It is one short, isn't it? So I could brainstorm here. That doesn't seem like the right call. Yikes. Yikes. I guess I'm going to go for it. Have I played a land this turn? I haven't. No, but I don't have an untapped. I don't have an untapped red source. I don't have an untapped red source. So I've got to brainstorm again. There's the Petal. Okay. 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 There we go. We got it. We got there. We got there. Sorry, opponent. Again, I'm so sorry for taking so long. We had to get a little lucky, but we did. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. I mean, that was a pretty sick line. We are doing some pretty crazy stuff. We had to get very lucky there. The fact that I got like super excited off the land drop, but yeah, I mean, we had to. We didn't even have to go for it there. We're at fucking 19, but c'est la vie. We're 2-0 with ad nauseum tendrils. You'd love to see it. We've at least made back half of our entry, and I can be satisfied. If we can get one more league, then this is there's only upside to this. We're just having fun playing Storm and learning. Alrighty. We won the die roll. Jesus Christ, these triple tutor hands are interesting, but I have been liking the way that Infernal Tutor can like pick up additional things. We're on the play here. We can't lead on basic swamp, which sucks a little bit. So this would this be an underground sea or a I think it would be an underground sea into Thoughtseize. I'll keep this hand though. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It feels a little clunky. Okay. And am I actually going to Thoughtseize? Like, that's another question, right? We could just play Scaldy T, pass, and use our Surveil. But they could be playing Oops all spells, right? So fuck us. We have to go for the Underground Sea into Thoughtseize, I think. We'll see. Holy moly. What is happening? 2 abhorrent oculuses, 2 forces of wills, and a noble hierarch. And part of me just wants to take the noble, but we have to start fighting through these force of wills eventually, right? So let's take one of those. And let's clutter our screen yet again with the sideboard and other things. Okay, so endurance feels like something we're going to have to be worried about here. So much clutter. Let's see. Floody Strand into Tropical Island for Noble Hierarch. There we go. They've got Oculus, Oculus Force. They've got a Hedge Maze, so they're trying to go deep here for this Oculus. Does this present any kinds of chestnuts for us? No. No, it doesn't. This is unfortunate. Yeah, let's just pass. I don't know about this. We do play a good number of mana sources. Here comes the Hedgie. A Hedgie Wedgie attacked for 2. Nobi's coming in. Double Exalted. Coming up here. We're going to fall to 15 and draw a land. Brainstorm's great draw. Let's fire that. That is like so good for us. Was it? So Burning Wish can get us like a Thoughtseize, which is pretty nice. So we'll go down like that. Play out one of these. What happens if I just Burning Wish right now, pick up a Duress and pass? Or I could Infernal Tutor right now, pick up an LED. No, I'm just going to pass, I think. Burning Wish would preserve another tutor on top of the deck. So like we're drawing a tutor next turn though, right? I actually kind of don't mind Infernal Tooting for a another copy of Lion's Eye Diamond. I'm going to do it. Lion's Eye Diamond. All right. Go ahead, opponent. Now we've got a shuffled deck. Opponent's got a Brazen Borrower in the bin. We know they have a Force of Will. Misty Rainforest into attack for 2. Put me to 13. Let's see what we get here. Veil of Summer's not bad. Let's cast a Ponder. Dark Ritual's pretty cool, but actually not entirely. I might actually any order shuffle this. We kind of want a land. A land is kind of what we want, but we're getting close. We're getting close. Archive. Brainstorm. We didn't really want to see that one. Maybe taking Dark Ritual Ponder there was actually like exactly what we wanted. What is this? An Oculus. That's a big boy. Okay. Attacking for 2. We're going to fall to 11. We really need some juice here, deck. Manifest Dread. Deck. Okay. Tropical Island. For a green. Veil of Summer. They have Days plus Force blue card. I think I'm going to pay for the Days. We know they have Force blue card. We draw Burning Wish. Guess I pass here. That sucks. And now I'm going to have to try to like fish out the Days from them next turn. Man alive. Tricky, tricky. The Days was very good. We weren't expecting the Days. Here's an attack for 7. It's going to put us to 3. So we're going to have to make our move here. And we're going to have to beat a Force of Will. Okay. Draw for turn. Come on. Duress. Pretty good. This is going to force us onto an Infernal Tutor line. We can Infernal Tutor with 6 mana, but like Ad Nauseam isn't enough. We have to take the Force out of their hand. Wow, they have Hull Breacher as well. Lion's Eye Diamond. Lion's Eye Diamond. Cabal Ritual. That puts us to Storm Count 4. 5. So we have here, we're going down to 3. We're going up to 9 mana. We could Infernal Tutor 2 more times. So that would be, well, I guess we just go for some kind of Past in Flames here, I think. Hold Control. It's for red. And they have the Hull Breacher, so I guess it'll just be black. Infernal Tutor. We'll pick up Past in Flames. Cast Past in Flames. Cast Cabal Ritual to 6 black. Cast Duress. Target you. Okay. Cast Burning Wish. Yes. Grab Tendrils of Agony. Hit you with the Tendrils. Alrighty. Seems to be how we do it against Bant. Mid-range with Days. Veil of Summer is going to be a concern. Kind of like all the things that were concerns last time are concerns again this time. Veil of Summer's beaten in this deck with a Grape Shot. We don't have to worry about the One Ring. I actually don't know if I want these Flusters. I don't know if I want these other cards too. Why would we want Fluster? We've been cutting a Cabal Ritual. It's not that good against Days. Maybe I can cut a Ponder. and submit the deck like so. Endurance is also a card we have to be cautious of here. So we'll keep that in mind too. Yikes. This hand's got a lot of disruption, but no juice. I think we're going to mull this one. This one just is too much of one thing. This one seems much better. Let's bottom the Raucous Theater, I think. Our opponent's on the play here. We've got a sweet little hand, I think. Oh yeah, Hull Breacher, really annoying Magic card. Burning Wish. I was a bit hasty here. I think I was supposed to play Underground Sea, actually, and just Thoughtseize my opponent. Like, if they have a Null Rod or something, this becomes a little problematic. But I guess we have the Burning Wish to deal with that. They could have Dampening Sphere as well. Am I supposed to forego? I mean, I guess. I screwed up here. Very subtly, I think. I think we would rather have the fetch in hand, but let's Thoughtseize, just in case they have like a hate permanent, right? Jesus Christ. Nadu, okay. Brainstorm, Endurance, Hull Breacher. I think we can probably play around Endurance. I'm going to take the Brainstorm here. I'm going to take the Brainstorm, I think. They play Trop and Pass. Ugh, the Natural Tendrils, huh? What can we Burning Wish for here that will help? Not a lot. What could we Infernal Tutor here for that could help? A Dark Ritual? I kind of don't mind picking up another one of those. So let's do that. Let's pass. We've got the Natty 10s in hand, which is pretty sweet. There's the snow-covered island. So now, I mean, they didn't jam Nadu. They're holding up like Endurance plus Hull Breacher. Oh, Peer into the Abyss is not something that we can go for here either, is it? And we can't go for 5 mana, 6 mana. I don't think I want to go for a mini Tendrils here either. We'll pass. We're not under any kind of pressure thus far. But we could just be like, get Nadu'd out of the game next turn as well. And I suppose they could also have like Veil of Summer now too. Hull Breacher's in. Okay, Peer into the Abyss, not an option. It's where they go land Nadu Nomads. Land Nadu Nomads would be so crippling. Brainstorm also just changes the equation of this so much. I do not like the looks of that. Flooded Strand in, attack for 3. Okay. There's Brainstorm, which just does literally nothing. I can't even go for like goblins here either. They're doing well to not turn on Massacre too. But Massacre is something interesting to keep in mind here. Yeah, I don't like this one bit. Yeah. Okay. I guess we're just dead. Sure. I don't know how we beat this now. Born Oculus. Forest. Maybe there's a line here that I'm just not seeing, but Force of Will, that's really good. I want to see more of their deck, so let's see here. They're going to jam an Endurance. Oh, they're going to jam an Oculus to try to end this game. And then the Oculus will manifest, which will create another thing. Assume they're going to take more game actions in my upkeep here. No. All right, well, let's cast a Burning Wish. Oh, they're just going to let me grab. Okay. What if I grab Grape Shot here? If this gets countered, we're fucked. Okay. Nah, this isn't going to be enough. Is it? I don't think this is enough. I don't think this is enough. I think this is going to put them to 1, isn't it? How we tried. I think this puts them to 1. So close. So bloody close. Oh, yeah, and they have the Force of Will. Okay. All right. We were so close there. We kind of almost like snuck one through our opponent. But yeah, we sequenced our spells in a nice manner, I think. Now we're just looking for 1 more point of damage. But that's going to be, or I guess 2 more points of damage. But yeah, I think we can just go on to the next one here. Rather unfortunate. I saw Collector Oof. I don't know if that means we want this Boseiju or not. Cut the Boseiju, put the Cabal Ritual back in. Submit deck. Die roll, would you like to play first? Yes. This is a mull, unfortunately. This one I think we can keep. I guess we'll put back one of the Thought Seizes. I am going to lead on Thought Seize here. Badlands. Thought Seize you. They have a Daze. Collected Company, Nadu. The Hull Breacher was kind of annoying last time, but I think I have to take the Brainstorm again. Misty. Did they draw into what they needed? Noble. Yeah, that's a very good draw for the turn 2 Hull Breacher. That, like, kind of changes things. Ooh, another Thoughtseize. Not too shabby. Hit him with another Thoughtseize. And I kind of think we just have to take the Hull Breacher here. Pass. Misty. Another Hierarch. Attack for 2. They didn't play Nadu. Go for the end of turn. Hedge Maze. Get some Surveil action here. We're kind of looking for juice, right? And we kind of want to fuel the ritual that we already have. That's another Surveil. We have Veil of Summer. Meticulous Archive is in. Left a card on top. This isn't good for us. Collected Company. Sure. Yeah, you got a company. Jesus Christ. That's pretty good. Nadu Collector Oof. LOL. Okay. That's challenging. Raucous Theater. Thoughtseize to Graveyard. Draw for turn. Payoff. No payoff. Pass. Nadu in for 5. Payoff. Pass. Oh, they have Dried Arbor. No. Okay. You're saying there's a very small chance. I smell like going to 1 here. Come on. Come on. Pay off. Please pay me off here. Veil of Summer. This is bait for Storm. Let's go Dark Ritual in response to Daze here. Force of Will, Dark Ritual. So if they have another Daze here, I could get got. Dark Ritual. Can I afford to pay here? I think I have to, right? Oh, they could have Veil of Summer. Am I one short again? Oh, I get to draw. Ugh. I am literally one short again. So damn close. All right. I don't know how we get out of this now. There's the Nomad Zencore. Put the screws to me, I guess. Sure. Man, we really tried here. I feel like we were so close there. If that Veil allowed us to draw like anything that we could cast, we win. And we drew the land, so we did not win, but I think we tried like pretty hard. We made a pretty decent effort in these games here. The endurance should just about do it. I don't really see how we get out of this pickle. Let's just go on to the next one. GG's opponent. No luck there. We were very close. It really sucks, like almost getting there. Again, there's probably plenty of lines that I'm just not seeing. So feel free to point those out to me because I would genuinely like to learn here. Oh, we can keep this one. We're looking for black mana. We certainly don't look like Storm given the lands that we have here. We died to a Chalice. Very nicely just died to a Chalice. But I think I'm going to lead here on Tropical Island Ponder. And what are we looking for? A route to like an ad nauseum. There's a couple other things. Infernal Tutor, more mana. Got the discard spell. Ponder. I kind of don't mind these cards. So it means we can Thoughtseize our opponent next turn. Blue land pass. And then we'll clear and have like a fresh brainstorm next turn. We have a Veil here. That would be super unfortunate. Brainstorm kind of unfortunate as well. Oh, Spell Pierce. That's pretty good too. Okay, we're going to take a fresh brainstorm in a second here. Island Go. Island. Is this Omni? Feels like Omni. To which I'm not like 100% sure. Oh, maybe I wasn't supposed to play the land there. Maybe I'm not supposed to brainstorm, but what if they just kill us next turn? Let's go. They could just kill us next turn. I think, yeah, that's the little skipper we were hoping for. So now how much, or maybe I'm just supposed to Thoughtseize my opponent now. Put Veil on top. Like I could Dark Ritual Thoughtseize. Hopefully this isn't going to be enough to stop them from stopping us. That's bad. We just need to make sure that we don't get like a Traxid next turn. And then I think I like doing it this way. So if they had two pieces of interaction there, we're in like a pretty bad spot. And then I'd like to see what my opponent's up to. Here I think I'd just take Force of Will. Can they Cunning Wish for like Mindbreak Trap? They can Intuition for Force of Will as well. Okay. We'll take Force and pass. Stock Up. That's a pretty good one to have on top of your deck. Okay, they've stocked up now. I'm going to float a Veil of Summer and see what they want to say about it. Force of Will, pitch Cunning Wish. I'm going to go for it, I think. How does this work? Dark Ritual, Infernal Tutor into something. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. I think we go Infernal Tutor. Put this for triple red. If you got another force, like, for sure. Past in Flames. Cast Past in Flames. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Thought sees you. Take. Sorry, Infernal Tutor. Tendrils of Agony. Hit you. Okay. Okay. Against Show and Tell, I think we want Flusterstorms. Is that all? Certainly do not mind having some Flusties in my deck here. What don't we want? I guess we can cut like a Cabal Ritual like usual. And maybe one Ponder. This one's interesting. It doesn't have interaction or means of finding it. I'm going to mull, actually. Uh-oh. I'll mull again. I'll keep this one on 5. I'll put back an island. And I guess a Burning Wish. Yikes. Okay. Shuffles library, draws a card. Go to turn, draw for turn. Ponder's an excellent draw. Let's join them on the Ponder frontier. These cards. Burning Wish could get us a Duress. Infernal Tutor could get us another Dark Ritual. Go any order shuffle here. Grab a Burning Wish anyways. Okay. All right. Ancient Tomb, go. I think we're going to go for a Burning Wish here. Snatch up a Duress and then ship it. Intuition. I might just be dead here. I guess they're getting an Omniscience. And I assume we're dead. Show and Tell. We'll put in Polluted Delta. Opponent puts in Omniscience. There's the old chestnut. All right. I don't think we want to change anything. We're just going to go back straight back into the thick of things here. And we're going to have to hope. Maybe I'm supposed to have Duress in the main deck. Like you don't have time to Burning Wish for it. So cut another Ponder just for the main deck Duress. Game number 3 here. Jesus Christ. Okay, what does this mean? I don't hate this. I think I'll keep it. Polluted Delta. Pass. We don't have much in the way of interaction. Island, go. I think we have to go for the Hedge Maze here. Get a little cantrippy. I mean, Thoughtseize is a sweet draw if we can find a black source off this Brainstorm. That's the only thing here, right? Otherwise, we're going to be, oops, up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. Like if they daze or pierce this. Yeah, this ain't good. This ain't good one bit. This ain't one bit of good. I guess I was supposed to bin the Thoughtseize there. Too greedy. But if we could Brainstorm into like a fetch there, that would have been like just exceptionale. I'm going to go for yet another brainstorm here. Maybe they'll fight over this one. Force pitch omniscience. Sure. Am I dead? Doesn't look like I'm dead just yet. I'm just going to discard a Veil of Summer, I guess. I guess Thoughtseize should have been the card that I discarded. I assume we're dead here. Assume that we are dead, but let's hope they just cast a One Ring. Mystic Sanctuary, put Force of Will back on top. That is certainly something you are allowed to do. Stalk up into Force of Will. Am I supposed to Veil of Summer here? Maybe not. Like maybe... Oh, this cat. Maybe that's not the best idea. I think we just have to hit black land here. I don't even know what happens if we hit the black land. Probably not much. Black land? Well, that ain't good. I just discard... I guess I could be playing out the LEDs here, but it doesn't seem quite right. I feel like we're just dead, right? Oh, that's such a horrible way to go. Ponders in. I'm going to fire this Veil in their end step now. Like, I just need to find magic cards. Maybe that's not the right way to do this. They just got to have so many things. Like, if they don't hit me here with their combo, doesn't seem like they're going to be. Am I casting Veil in end step just to draw a card? I don't think so. Come on. Jesus Christ. Tendrils or Infernal Tutor? It's fucking been Infernal Tutor again, I guess. I don't know. There's no way, right? Like, we're so got here. Man, this just didn't quite pan out how we wanted it to. Bit of a unfortunate game. Maybe I'm supposed to mull that hand. I really don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to go for a black instead of the blue-green producing land. Opponent just has an embarrassment of riches here. They're taking a game action. Brainstorm, sure. Passing the turn yet again. Lotus Petal. Dark Ritual. Veil of Summer. Spell Pierce. Nope. Okay. Nope. Go ahead, opponent. They already have so much stock. They're going to have more stock than they can move. Past in Flames wouldn't be a bad draw either. We've gone a lot of turns, though, without finding a land. Raucous Theater. Ad nauseum. I think that just has to go to the bin too, right? Like, when am I ever casting that? Crazy that we drew the tapped black land too and couldn't even Thoughtseize our opponent there. But yeah, nauseum to bin, and here's the intuition. Impulse, sure. I should have binned this Tendrils a long time ago too. They have to have it, right? Preordain. Like, I feel like I'm the food and they're just playing with me. Finally have show and tell. It's about damn time. Yeah, I'm out. We tried. One more game left here. We started out pretty well. Fell peril to some combo control decks, which I think tend to be good against just combo decks. And then, yeah, we have one more game left, but I am needing to head out now, so I will record this last game when I have time. All right, it's the next day. We're 2-2. We have an opponent and we're on the play. Let's see what the tendrils bring us today. How interesting. We have the Adnaz in hand and a couple of lands with some ponders. I actually don't mind this. We're on the play, so in case we're playing against Oops, I think we just have to lead on Thoughtseize here. But the issue is, right, like we would love to get an Underground Sea so that we could double ponder next turn. But then if they're playing a Wasteland deck, we're throwing away a land. I think I'm going for the basic Swamp here. We kind of got screwed on mana in the last game, so we'll see how it goes. Jesus, 5 blue decks indeed, huh? Pitching to Fairy Time Ravelers. This seems like cephalid breakfast to me. This feels like cephalid breakfast to me. See if I'm right. Misty. Here comes the Nomads. The Ponder. No. Shuko. Yeah, I was right. Okay, sick. Not like that being right's worth anything, but I just had a feeling that pitch to Fairy Time Raveler, the one of Teferi in hand, and get rid of that thing. Force the Thoughtseize. So we're probably dead next turn. And I don't think there's really anything that we can do about it, is there? Dark Ritual. Well, I suppose we could ponder into another Dark Ritual, right? Is that about the best that we can do? Is that about the best that we can do? Is there anything in our sideboard? Just real quick. Just while we're quicking around here. We don't play any way that can kill artifacts without paying mana. We would need like Crash. I think that's what the card's called here. We'd like sack a mountain or something. So man, if Massacre was... Is there any way we can get them? We're going to just cast the Ponder. There's nothing that we can get with our Burning Wish. This needed to render us a Dark Ritual. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see if they've got a second Force of Will. All right. Let's go. Infernal Tutor. We're going to need to hit some juice here, though. This is not the juice that we're hoping to hit at all here. We really need like a pedal. LED is pretty good. LED is pretty good. Okay, so there's a Tendrils and there's a Tendrils and there is a Past in Flames in our deck. Another Lion's Eye Diamond. Any Lotus Petals. There's the Tendrils. I don't think I had a win there. I'm pretty sure we didn't have a win there. I'm pretty sure we don't have a win there. We have no way to get our chain started. Like, we would have actually had to go further, and we actually would have died. That's so funny. I guess they just got impatient. I'm sorry. I'm playing Storm. The game was going to be over, you know, like one way or another. There. I assumed they had the Cephalid, given that the way that they forced, so I just wanted to push it there. I think we were supposed to lose that game. We didn't really learn anything here. Like, I was about to concede, but okay. I guess we'll take it, but that doesn't feel like a nice way to get one. What would Cephalid Breakfast bring in against us? Do they play like Deafening Silence or other cards? Abrupt Decay. Like, I've just been boarding this Abrupt Decay against all these blue decks, and I don't know if it's actually good or not. They probably don't play Null Rod, right? Because they're a Shuko deck. But they could have like Leyline. Maybe I bring in a Boseiju. Cut like a Cabal Writ for a Boseiju. That just seems a little crazy to me, but like I really just don't know what to sideboard against these decks. Like, it's crazy to me. Oh, we have the Boseiju. Got some number of things. We're going to keep this hand and see what they've got. Tameo. Okay. Interesting. We'll pass. Am I supposed to get the Raucous Theater? Probably. Probably want a Raucous Theater here. Okay. Attack with Tameo. Fetch Delta. We're going to grab the Raucous Theater. Pedal's not bad. I've got this ad nauseum in my hand. Like, what am I supposed to do to get to that? And we could be dead at any second here too. I don't know that getting another Infernal Tutor makes sense. We could Burning Wish for like a duress. Yeah, we kind of just want to put as many things into the graveyard as possible, right? Let's do that. What would we like? I think take Wear down as well. Nah, I think I'm going to take Duress. Saga ticks up. So next turn, they've got the route to Tashuko. Attack, yep. We're going to need to draw something like pretty awesome here, I think. Brainstorm's pretty interesting. Here, I'm going to cast Lotus Petal. I'm going to cast this Brainstorm, see what our opponent wants to say about that. The Brainstorm doesn't even render us much fruit, does it? Put the Burning Wish back. And maybe Infernal Tutor back. And then we can play Volcanic Island. Oh, we can duress our opponent. Blusterstorm duress. Are we okay with that? Like, we could Veil here, but I think we're just fine with this. Because I think we might need to, like, Boseiju to kill a Shuko with a Cephalid on top of our deck. We need to find a way to, like, add Naz with Veil of Summer backup. So I hope we don't have to Boseiju a Shuko here, but you know, it's always possible. So they're getting a free Brainstorm shuffle here and the Tameo flip. So next turn they're going to be able to rebuy their Flusterstorm, which is like very bad for us. And there's just absolute trash on top of our deck. Going to end step. Ugh, do I fire another Brainstorm? I kind of just need to get things underway here. The Tameo is really annoying. Oh, we'll go to our turn. I think I'm going to cast the Brainstorm. Put back a couple of those. Grab this. This puts us to 5 in the graveyard. 5, 6, 7. Let's fire the Veil of Summer here. Force of Negation is very, very good here. Wow. Force of Negation's very good here. All right. I guess, yeah, didn't think of that. Now they're just getting back their bloody counterspell. Like, how are we ever supposed to beat this Tameo now? I feel like every game that I won, I did not deserve to win this league, which is not a good sign. But again, haven't really stormed much. Another Brainstorm shuffle. Tameo returns it. Wow, that Force of Negation was so good. I did not think of that. I thought we were going Threshold, and I was going to jam the Ad Naz there, irrespective of whether the Veil resolved or not. Like, show me the 2 pieces of interaction, right? But the fact that it like stopped us from having threshold was a little bit too much to bear. And now they have double Shuko to play around our Boseiju as well. Oh, there's a Nadu, Winged Wisdom. Sure. Okay. And then what did they return? Force of Negation. Go to draw. It's another land. Let's fetch. I guess for an Underground Sea. Let's hit this for a black. Cast a Cabal Ritual. Cabal Ritual resolves. So now I think I cast Ad Nauseam. This doesn't work, yeah. I was 1 mana short, I think, from doing something really cool. How they've revealed the days. There's the Illusionist. We can concede. Okay. I mean, the Boseiju seemed pretty bad, and if that Boseiju was just a Cabal Ritual, it would have been much better, right? Like, Jesus Christ. Think of that, huh? Think about that. Tendrils is in hand, huh? I'm going to keep this. I think I'm actually going to hit him with the old turn 1 Thoughtseize. I guess I'll take Fluster. Ponder. Shuffles. Another Burning Wish. Let's go Raucous Theater. Kind of don't mind the land here. Duress you. I wish there was mana in the sideboard. Is there a way? I'm gonna daze the Duress, sure. I guess I should have played around that daze. I was not really thinking. So now I've at least given them like a land drop. C'est la vie. Flooded Strands. This hand's actually not as good as I thought it was. We're gonna need another discard spell, right? So use Burning Wish's ability. Man, like a Night's Whisper would be sick or something, wouldn't it? I could just grab Massacre, but I don't think we want Massacre. There's Past in Flames. I don't know if having that does anything. I think I'm just going to take the Duress, pass the turn. We can use the Hedge Maze and end step. Fetch. Grab Hedge Maze. Put Tropical Island into the graveyard. Go to our turn. Cabal Ritual. We could Burning Wish with 5 floating. But it would be 5 black. But if we pass the turn, we could just lose. I guess I'll just pass here. Burning Wish. I just don't see anything that I want, but we could just be dead. Like, we know they have a Shuko in their hand. But I don't think I have a determinant kill here, so. Yeah, this is what, like, they just need to find Illusionist, and then we're dead. And notice how we're beating blue decks that don't also have combo finishes, but losing to blue decks that are also combo decks. Just please don't have it, opponent. Now we're dead. No. We need something juicy here. I think that qualifies. Let's cast Dark Ritual, see if they let this resolve. They do. Let's cast Duress, see if they let that resolve. Double force of will, huh? Double force of will, huh? They let that go. Pass this. This. Yeah, they're going to force of will pitch Narco Amoeba. So, like, why did I jam there, you know? There's just been so many incomplete tendrils. Like, maybe I'm just supposed to, like, because I guess I jammed because I burned the dark ritual. All right, we'll put them to 3 and pass. They've got, I guess the Shuko's gone. So they just got this nomads, and we just gotta somehow find a way to kill our opponent before they can kill us. I'm gonna do another Ad Nauseam Tendrils League soon, where we can hopefully learn even more. I think I've learned certain things, like, I don't know, we've just been a little short, so we need to think a little bit harder before we start doing things. Like, there, I guess I was still operating under the assumption that they were going to, like, kill us, but that's not the case. I mean, it's possible we still just die here, right? But, like, given what the duress gave, maybe we weren't supposed to spew the rest of our hand. We were just supposed to just supposed to pass, having given up 2 cards. This Thoughtseize is nice. So yeah, we're getting close. We need just, like, a payoff now. We have, like, a way to probe their interaction. This moment Nadu, this is the Nadu though, and then I think we're just dead here. I'll let them go off with a Nadu for, like, a little bit, because we do have a 1 Thoughtseize. Hope they don't hit land. That'd be so fucking funny. Okay. Oh man, there's the Nadu. Veil of Summer. They're gonna pass with Veil up. We just need a Burning Wish here. We just need a Burning Wish. They can do Nadu things in my upkeep too. Another Thoughtseize. All right. That'll do it. Good old 2-3 with Ad Nauseam Tendrils. It started off kind of promising. The wheels kind of fell off at the end there. But that's okay. I didn't expect this to go well, really. I'm sure that there were other things I could have done. Maybe if I think of other things while I'm editing, I'll like, put those in my classic terrible overlays, text overlays. But yeah, this is Ad Nauseam Tendrils. Despite, like, just getting destroyed by a bunch of blue combo decks, this was a fun league. I really enjoyed playing this deck. I'm probably not quite playing it right. So, I mean, I think we did some cool things, especially in the first 2 games. And then we just kind of, like, lost in some very miraculous ways in some of the other games. I think a lot of them were just me going for it when I didn't need to go for it. And so that's something that I'll be mindful of moving forward. I can't really comment at all on what to do here with the deck list. It seemed fine to me. We obviously didn't run into oops, so not having ley lines paid off well for us, or surgicals or something like that. But yeah, in any case, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll play Storm again soon. But we're going to have to make up for some lost play points there, potentially by going back to some Doomsday or some Izzet Cutter. We'll see. In any case, I hope you all have a wonderful day wherever you are. This is the Semiotician signing out here. The storm clouds are looming overhead. So stay dry and bring an umbrella. Cheers.